Howdy, friends. Corey Moser. I just want to take a few minutes and share an experience with you from one of my clients of this last week. He's been looking for a home for quite some time. Finally found something that he really likes. It's a new home, new construction with one of the local builders. And he decided to make an offer, did so with a $3,000 earnest money deposit. Now, an earnest money deposit is some money that you will give with your offer to show that you're serious about that home, and you're putting that money at risk essentially, but there are some protections there for you. There's some due diligence and financing and appraisal deadlines, and if the home loan doesn't work out, or if the appraisal sometimes doesn't meet the purchase price, you still have the option of having that money refunded back to you so that you can walk away and find something different. Well, in this scenario, he mentioned to the builder that he had a preferred lender, which was me, that he wanted to use in the transaction. Once they found out that he wasn't going to use their preferred lender, they said, well, we can't accept your offer unless you're willing to up your earnest money deposit to $20,000, and we need to make this non-refundable. So regardless of those due diligence deadlines, and regardless of that finance and appraisal deadline, this buyer was required to give them $20,000 that was completely at risk, whether he chose to walk away from the transaction or not, if he chose to work with me and not their preferred lender. Well, my buyer is in this position where he felt like he wanted the home badly enough that he was willing to put that $20,000 to work for him. And then after he had submitted his offer and they gave him a 48-hour window to turn in that $20,000, he was also put into a high-pressure situation of stating, well, you can use your lender, but one of our requirements is that you still submit a loan application to our lender so that we know that you're well qualified. Well, you and I both know that just puts him in a position where they can apply the tourniquet, apply some pressure, and make him feel like he has to use their preferred lender. Fortunately for my customer, he had the courage to not submit the $20,000, withdraw his offer, and walk away. Now, I have been seeing this type of situation often, where a customer of mine who has spent some time that I've nurtured a relationship with, I've shopped around and found the very best rate and the lowest fees that I can, but then they go into a situation on new construction and they're being faced with this situation of using their preferred lender. And they'll make things like an increased earnest money deposit mandatory, or they'll state that you're required to use a specific title company or their lender. And if you choose not to use their lender, well, they may withdraw some incentives like closing cost credits, things like that. We're in an industry where we should be watching out for and protecting our consumers, our customers. We should not place them in any situation that would put them at risk. And my call out to you is, if you are facing that situation where you're finding a home that you absolutely love, and that's hard. You find something that you love and you want to buy and establish your dream and move your family into and grow your family into, and you found the one, that house. But if you're being faced with a situation where you're being manipulated to use a preferred lender, instead of allowing you to shop and find the best deal for yourself, you need to have the courage to walk away. Now, with inventory increasing as it has been, what we're going to see is that there is a lot more choices. There are a lot more choices out there for you as a customer. More homes available, and the competition is going to get pretty thick. So as long as you're in a position to have the courage to not be manipulated by these new construction companies with their preferred lenders, and find something that will actually protect you, that would be the best thing that you can do. There's always going to be another house out there, something that will benefit you and you'll be completely happy with. But I think if enough of us are willing to take a stand against those types of tactics, then maybe some of those builders and preferred lender relationships may change their tune a little bit. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you can. If you want to hear more from me and hear my updates and my weekly updates, I would love to have you follow me. Talk to you again soon. Have a great day.